Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls. In the previous episode, we defeated the Taurus demon, met Solaire, and also got some weapons that I like a little bit more. And today we're going to be heading to the Undead Parish, and hopefully ringing the first bell of awakening. Really quickly though, let's get some free souls. It's kind of like messing with the Hellfire Drake right here. You aggro him if he'd be so kind. Please attack. Gonna breathe your fire attack. That'd be nice health. There he goes. Quickly run down here. And get some souls from all those dead hollows. You don't gotta do nothing. It's pretty darn easy. Speaking of the Hellfire Drake, we can see its tail from here. And if you shoot that off with enough arrows, you can get yourself the Drake Sword, which makes the first couple areas kind of a joke, but I don't recommend doing it because you can't really upgrade the weapon for quite some time, and even when it's fully upgraded, it isn't that amazing. Oh man, couldn't see. I couldn't see, no. There we go. Let's get that parry and get this shield guy out of here. Why not? Why not? Okay. So next, we're going to run into a room full of rats, which is very obnoxious, because rats, at this point in the game, can afflict you with poison. There's no way to cleanse poison off, which makes it really difficult. There we go. Let's just take them out from afar with our fireballs. Makes it really easy. And then there's just one left in here to take down. It's kind of annoying, though. They can build your poison meter up a little bit. And if that goes to full, you're going to get poisoned. And you're going to have to either run back to the bonfire or die. This takes a very long time to run out. Up here is an optional enemy that we're not going to be covering because, to be frank, he'll kick my butt. Instead, we're going to go into the Undead Parish. Or Parish. Which one is it? Who knows? And unfortunately, we have to run up against a very, very kind of tough enemy. I said very, very, and kinda, which kind of negate each other, and I say kinda 2 times. Too many. Let's just parry this guy real quick, and then take care of this. His friend is like, no! Richard! I'll kill you! Kill my best friend, man! Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? Well, apparently gonna join him, even though hollows don't really die. So, gosh, just die, man. Goodness. Can't backstab those guys anymore and knock them out, which is fine. Let's come up here really quickly and aggro the pig and run like crazy. Because he's going to be chasing after us, then we're going to run in here really quickly. And wait for him to turn around. This is how I like to battle this guy. Basically, he's not allowed to be in this area and will stay in it for as little as he can. Because he doesn't like to be here. He likes to be with his friends. Well, he's retreating though. Quickly come behind him, stab him in the butt. Pretty much the easiest way to go about things. I'll go through his armor, and he'll take a lot of damage. He should be going back up now. Okay, great. So pretty much just repeat the same scenario. And yeah, the boar should go down. Alternatively, you could like hide right here. Sometimes he'll hit you like through the wall. It's kind of weird and annoying. Don't recommend it. Oh gosh. Ugh. Getting very aggro, it seems. Let's get out of here. How about that? Let's go behind here and just wait for him to turn around. Turn around, little guy. You don't belong here. Go back with your friends. Alright. Sweet. So now, let's just sweep behind him and backstab one last time. Oh, there wasn't enough to knock him out. Well, one last fireball should do the trick. Yeah, there we go. He has a chance to drop a helmet, which are we going to get? Oh, no, we didn't get this time. It's called the Fanged Boar's Head. Pretty cool. It's pretty heavy, though, so I don't really recommend it. Right now, we're using pretty much all cloth armor. And I keep talking about weight and, you know, all that stuff. Eventually, we'll be getting into what being over-encumbered means for the game. But for right now, it's really not that important unless you have really heavy armor on and really heavy weapons. You should not have to worry about fat rolling and all that stuff. Let's make an Estus right here, because I don't like these archer guys, man. They're annoying. Those crossbows away. Let's fight with, like, real men. Non-ranged attacks. I'm just backstab. Okay. Gotta stop with all the backstabs, though. Makes the episode go for on a little too long, because the, you know, the attack goes on a little bit longer. Oh gosh, I don't want to fall there. I definitely didn't want to get hit. Goodness. Where's that last guy at? There he is. He's like, oh, help, guys! The longest way possible. Actually, it was the only way. So what do I know? And there's dead bodies on fire. That's kind of weird. I know I'm being a little bit cheery, given this game's subject matter, but you know, that's just how I am, I guess. I did not point this out because, well, I was too busy fighting the boar, but this guy actually came in here, hit this switch, closed the gate, so we can't get to the church. We're going to have to go the long way. I did that on purpose, because unless you're like really skilled at the game and notice it ASAP, you're not going to know that you can actually make it to the door, which you can. It's kind of cool. Right up here is a bit of a trap. You would chase after that guy recklessly, because usually these hollows are not too big of a problem. But yeah, then his friends will pop out and attack you. 1-on-2, which isn't the best of odds. And then I get revenge on him right here. So, yeah. It's pretty easy, pretty easy. A lot of hollows in here, and they're actually getting a little bit stronger. Don't always think that hollows are all the same level of strength, because they do get stronger in a couple specific areas. So, gotta watch out for that. But for right now, we can just two-shot them, which is what I like to do. Alright. Let's roll over here, and oh, I did not even see you, man. You blended in with the bricks, apparently. Which will be my excuse for the day. 2 shots again. But what was he guarding? The mystery key. Which, what does it do? It's a mystery. But I can promise we'll get into what it does in this episode if everything goes correctly. Quickly though, let's come up this ladder and get out of this area. We gotta make it to the church, man. We gotta ring that bell. And then find the other one and ring that one too. Got 2 more hollows to deal with. We're gonna do their spammy attack where they just flail around like idiots. And, oh no, they hit me. Darn it, that was the worst time to attack. Let's knock him out. We still have plenty of Estus, though, so my reckless behavior will not go punished as badly, I guess. Let's go up on this banister. I think you'd call it a banister. And get another white soul, large soul of lost undead. That'll be pretty helpful, because we're going to need a couple souls coming up pretty soon, because we're going to have to make a very large purchase, actually. Let's come up the ladder, and pretty much it's smooth sailing from here. Just kidding, no. We still got a lot of really tough enemies to go up against. Let's go through the fog gate, though. And right down there we can see, oh, I never got those alluring skulls. Mostly because I don't like that item. It's really not that good. But get it if you'd like. Right over here is a very tough enemy to go up against. The boulder. He's tough. Unless you parry him. Unfortunately, our scimitar is not the strongest thing in the world, so it's not going to one-shot him, but we came pretty close. We're going to break his guard, though. Then just finish him off. You got to watch out for those guys. They're actually kind of tough. And, oh, yes, a Titanite shard. Heck yes, man. They can't drop Titanite shards, which is really great. But what was he guarding? A Knight's Shield. Knight's Shield is also 100% block shield, but it's a little bit heavier than this one and not the easiest to parry with. And that guy wanted to come with me, apparently. That's cool. That's cool. I don't mind. Let's come up here, though, and take care of this dude. Oh, no, I was too far away. Couldn't parry. Couldn't parry. There we go. Nice. I feel like I should. I'm trying to parry a little bit too much. You know, just try and show off my skill unneedlessly. But hey, he's dead. I'm not. That's the end of the story. Right here is a tricky situation. We're going to run into 2 enemies at the same time. What you want to do is, you kind of want to kite them into this corridor. So you only have to deal with 1 at a time. Unfortunately, it's the big shield boulder, which is the rougher of the 2. And we can't really use our fire. Actually, we can use our fireballs. We're going to have to aim it a little bit better. Got a direct hit there. And we'll knock him out before we can use any Estus. Yeah. If an enemy's too tough for you to take on hand, do not feel bad about just spamming fireballs or fire bombs at him. It's definitely a viable strategy. Or hey, a bow and arrow works great too. 3,000 souls now, looking pretty great. But we need to actually get that gate up. Got that guy activated. Which we're going to do right now. There's also a very important key that we need over here to do a boss that can be easily skipped if you have the master key. If you ain't got the master key, you kind of need this key. Let's take him out and get the basement key, which, yes, we are doing an all bosses run of this game. I do not know if I said that before, because I recorded this, like, the first episode of this an hour ago. I'm not really too sure on that. We'll open up the gate so we can come back here a little bit quicker next time, not have to deal with all those boulders. Speaking of boulders, there's some in there, which we're going to try and avoid, because I don't want to aggro them quite yet. And we're going to come over here and get a halberd. Probably one of my favorite weapon types in the game. Pretty much, if you miss with the halberd, you'll stagger a little bit. But if you land your attack, it does a lot more damage. So it's a little bit of risk and a little bit of reward, but if you're good at aiming, halberds are definitely the way to go. For at least playing the player versus engine part of the game. Right here we got some more Hollow Knights and a crossbow guy. I'm going to go around quickly, knock out that crossbow guy. Don't want to deal with him. Now we can focus on the knights. Yeah. These guys are still getting kind of tanky though, and whoa, being a little too overzealous there. I think my damage is a little bit higher than it is. when it isn't. And are you drinking Estus, my sir? Not in my house. Actually, I think you got a little bit of it all. So kudos to you, Hollow Knight. You drank Estus. Yeah, enemies can drink Estus. Don't know if I said that. I thought I did. Really quickly, though, if you're running low on your own Estus, and you also need a checkpoint, the next bonfire is right over there. But personally, I'm going to come over here really quickly and fight a mini-boss of sorts. Say hello to the Tower Knight. Don't know if it's the Tower Knight, but that's what I like to call him, because he has a tower shield. This guy's pretty rough. His attacks hit really hard, but we hit pretty hard too. Two-handing your weapon here is very useful. This should do a lot of swings and a lot of damage, up to 120 for me, so it's pretty nice. And he's kind of confused, just like, oh, where'd it go, man? I wish I had this helmet on. He's going to do 2 attacks. No, just the 1. We want to avoid hitting a shield, though, because we're going to get a lot of stamina taken away. Oh, you are trying to... Not today, sir! What's up with all these undeads trying to drink Estus, man? Not in my house. We got a great sword. Oh my gosh, and a Titanite shard. Awesome. Titanite shards are not guaranteed drops, so it's definitely nice to pick up one. But what was he guarding? A Firekeeper soul. So we can now actually go back to Firelink Shrine and give that to the lady to make my Estus Flask +2. But we actually don't want to do that right now. And oh gosh, I don't like that enemy up there, man. He's a jerk. He's a jerk. Probably my least favorite enemy type in the game. Do not like them one bit. Those are the channelers. And they're extremely annoying because they buff surrounding enemies. And how did I get 2 humanity? I guess I knocked out enough enemies for one of them to randomly drop a humanity. Anyways, that's taken care of. We need to power up a little bit. We're a little on the weak side. Don't know why I put my shield away. So we're actually going to spend some of our souls here, not on leveling. We're going to run into a blacksmith, and I don't know why the white soapstone is on my bar. I do not want that. We're actually going to light this bonfire, though, and kindle it. We still have not died since we got here from Undead Berg, so we can kindle this without having to revert our hollowing, which is definitely a nice thing. Don't waste too much humanity. I want to hold on to it. We can hold on to our hard humanity, or soft humanity, which is basically what we have equipped onto us. We will lose upon death, just like our souls, so we got to watch out for that. But we'll get into that if I ever die. For the time being, say hello to one of the most helpful people in all of Lordran.
Well, you must be a new arrival. I'm Andre of Astora. If you require smithing, then speak to me.
Andre is awesome. He can reinforce our scimitar for us, which is really, really handy. He also sells Titanite shards for not the most reasonable price, maybe, but hey, they're there to buy. I think I'm going to get one more. We probably should not go to +4, but I definitely could. You know, let's just go to +4. Could go to +5, but chances are you're not going to be that high up in your weapon yet in the game.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Thanks, man. Anyways, so now that our scimitar is +4, we're going to be doing insane amounts of damage to basically everything in that church, which is good. So when you actually head back there, unfortunately, since we did rest at the bonfire to get our Estus back, the enemies around the church are going to respawn, but that's fine. That's no big deal. And yeah, this is actually a place where you'll commonly get invaded still to this day. Let's hope that doesn't happen to me. I may have to start playing in offline mode depending on how often that'll happen. But hey, we'll see. Let's backstab this guy real quick. Ooh, 165 damage. Yep, that was an overkill, man. Oh man. Great stuff. Oh my gosh. +4 is amazing. If you get that much of your weapon upgraded, you're going to be hitting pretty hard. So this is why I don't like using the Drake Sword, because the Drake Sword you can't upgrade with those Titanite shards. You have to use Dragon Scales, which are a lot rarer to come across. Right there is a shortcut to Firelink Shrine, which we'll be taking in a little bit once I take down this channeler and also this boulder. Oh man, he wants a piece of me, man. Oh gosh, he hurts. He hurts a lot, but I hurt more. Oh man, I attacked him while he was parrying. I should have got attacked there. Oh. Either way though, just finish off the battle with a... Ooh, is he gonna drop something for me? A rapier, not bad, not bad. It's also a pretty good dex weapon. But I like my scimitar a little more. Let's just up here because we have a somewhat difficult battle ahead of us. This channeler is annoying. He does this goofy little dance, and it will buff all of the enemies in the area. That includes these hollows, which are gonna now do double the damage. Not nice. So we're going to stay far away and attack him with our fireballs. Yeah, oh man, that hurt a lot. Don't know if we had the channeler there, but the channeler doesn't have amazing health. I like to just kite back here a little bit and just keep tossing my fireballs at the enemies. I don't know if I brought this up yet, but the number of fireballs I have left is returned when I rested a bonfire. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Basically functions like mana. Demon Souls had mana, and it wasn't the best system, but unfortunately we're out of fireballs now. But it looks like the channeler is also out of minions, so if we can get up behind him really quickly. He has very strong attacks, but he's not the tankiest guy around. Just like that Tower Knight. Once defeated, he'll pretty much be defeated forever, because he is a unique spawn. Over here, though, get a large soul of Nameless Soldier, which gives us a lot of souls, I think like 1,000 or 2,000 maybe. Let's come up here really quickly. We could fight the boss right now, but there's a character I kind of want to show off. I know it's not this boulder. Someone a little more interesting, actually. Ooh, 179. Get out of here, Boulder. Got owned, man. Oh, he dropped something. Did he? Oh, man. My lust for Titanite shards knows no bounds. In here, though, we can just roll into that door. Apparently wasn't that strong. And meet a very interesting NPC. If you got that mystery key in the Undead Parish, you can actually unlock this door and talk to this guy.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. Could you help me? As you can see, I am stuck without recourse.
So you can choose to open this door or not. Either way, he will eventually get out of here, so if you have the key, you might as well open it up.
Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am Knight Lautrec of Parish. I truly appreciate this, and I guarantee a reward. Only later.
Okay. And yes, so now he will actually go back to Firelink and you'll get your reward, which I wanted to show off before we did what we have to do here. This is actually kind of cool. Yeah, anyways. So that's been taken care of. I don't think there's really too much to do here. We could potentially go down there and fight a couple more boulders, but that's not really too terribly interesting. So now let's take that Firekeeper soul that we got after beating the Tower Knight and give it to the Firekeeper in Firelink. I'm saying fire a lot, mostly because I have fireballs. And there's a Firelink shrine and a Firekeeper. So step on this little switch and believe it or not, this is a shortcut back to Firelink. Probably the most useful one too, because you're probably going to be using this a whole heck of a lot. And yeah. Believe it or not, we were actually really high up there. Yeah. Now we're back home. Not really home, but technically the asylum was our home, but not anymore. I think this is like the central hub, and that guy still doesn't have his friends yet. But we know what that's all about later. So I might think, oh, I think we missed a humanity. We did. Missed a free humanity. Let's come down here though before getting our Estus. And here's Lautrec. Yeah, he apparently beat us here.
Ah, hello there. I have your reward. Please accept it. I am grateful to you for freeing me. Not enough for you? Well, let's not be greedy now.
That sunlight metal that he gave us is not the most rare thing in all of Lordran. It's pretty much just for a specific covenant, which we're not really going to be doing. So yeah, it's relatively useless. But he's here. Then hey, just decided I'd show that off. Let's give that other Firekeeper soul to this lady. And there we go. So now it's been taken care of. We can now use Lautrec, or Lautrec? I don't. He says it sort of weird. As a summon for certain boss fights. Not a lot, but hey, it's optional. I'm gonna try and do as many of these boss fights without NPC summons, because I guess we'll get into that when the time comes. But they kind of make certain bosses easier and certain bosses harder, if that makes any sense. You'll see what I'm talking about maybe later on, but that's all we had to do in Firelink. Don't really want to level up right now. And yeah, goodbye, Mr. Crow. I'll see you later, man. Dang, that tree is huge. Kind of forget that sometimes. Now let's head back to the church, where, unfortunately, all those hollows leading to the boss are gonna respawn. Yeah, kind of a bummer, but it's fine. The, yeah, I believe the Balder will respawn too, so that's kind of a pain, but should be alright. We do pretty good damage to him. Oh no, oh, that was so bad, man. Oh gosh, maybe I'll just do some fireballs. It's not cheap, I swear. Oh. It totally is, though. Man, such crazy damage for such an early on portion of the game, and he fell down. He died and just like, ooh, skip down the stairs. I guess, I don't know. The Havoc's engine in this game really makes me laugh sometimes. And it really shouldn't. Whoa, a lot of you guys. Yeah, we're not gonna need fireballs for this boss. I didn't even use them on Taurus Demon, which you know, probably shouldn't use them on Taurus Demon because he's partially resisted to fire, but you can if you need to. Yeah, we're just gonna use them to knock out all these hollows, which don't really want to deal with because they're relatively boring and use. We'll knock him out in one scimitar slash, and oh wow, a broken straight sword! Just what I wanted! Wow! And yes, right up here is the boss fight. Now the reason we visited Lautrec because, or actually freed him and then visited him, is because if you look over here, you'll see a summon sign. Yeah. We can summon Lautrec for this boss fight. Do I recommend you doing this? No! He is horrible. He does not use a shield and will die a lot. He's probably one of the worst summons in the game. And what's a way better summon, though, but we still won't be using? My man. My boy. Solaire. Yeah. Solaire is perfect. He is one of the best NPC summons, in my opinion. He's got his shield going on. He's got a sword. He's pretty tanky. But we're not going to be using either of them because it makes the boss have more health and hit a little bit harder. Now, if you can't beat this boss by using either the Gold Pine Resin or Solaire, just basically get a +5 weapon, and you should be fine. So let's come in here. Is that a bell tower I see? I think it is. We're gonna have a pretty amazing boss fight ahead of us. These are the Bell Gargoyles, a decently tough boss fight. For a lot of reasons, mostly because at this point in the game, you're pretty much trained to lock on everything. Doesn't necessarily work versus these guys at all, but if you have your Pine Resin on, you can oh my gosh. I did that almost too fast. Wow. Didn't think I'd do it that quickly. You have to fight 2 of these gargoyles, and yeah, the second one likes to spam fire a little bit. Oh gosh, I hope I didn't level up too much. That was almost too easy. Wow. Probably shouldn't use the Pine Resin there, but hey, whatever. We're gonna get Twin Humanities as a reward and 10,000 souls. Not bad at all. So then that has been taken care of. We can head up here to this church where apparently the Bell of Awakening is. Now once we ring the second, you will know the destiny of the undead. So yeah, it's a long trek up here, but we finally made it. We went through hordes of undead and hollows, among other things, like a giant boar and a channeler guy. But we're finally here. We went through a lot of stuff, but we finally reached the first Bell of Awakening. So, one bell down, one more to go. And alright, now that we've done that, we got a decent chunk of the early game completed. Kind of alarmed how fast I'm going through this game. I mean, there's obviously people that can do it faster than me, but I don't really know. I'm not doing too terrible in my opinion, but maybe I'm just a baddie. Who? This guy? You're not here before. Why did you not help me with the gargoyles? Yeah, whatever.
Greetings. I am Oswald of Karim, the Palm. Thou appearest to lack faith. Yet magnanimous are the gods, cometh out to confess, or to accuse. For indeed all sin is my domain.
This guy is interesting. You can abandon covenants with him, you can request absolution, which essentially, if you hit a character you're not supposed to hit and they get really mad at you and you can't buy stuff from them anymore, you can request a pardon for a lot of souls and they won't hate you anymore. You can also learn a gesture here. Well, that's it. Yeah, kind of funny. You can also buy some stuff including Purging Stones, Homeward Bones, and Book of the Guilty, which used for online play, I believe. Some talismans, and also Ring of Sacrifice for 5,000 souls. Yeah, if you're really that scared to lose your souls, this is the guy to hit up. But I'm fine.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
Never really liked this guy. Mostly because he laughs and his lips don't move. But yes, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Play Dark Souls. We took down the Bell Gargoyles, admittedly, very quickly, which was kind of anticlimactic. But in the next part, we're gonna get ready to ring the second bell and get some really cool looking armor. So see you guys in the next episode. Bye.